Hello and welcome to the opening bell. My name is Isaac, and in this video we will recap the stock market week of June 12th to June 16th, 2023, so let's get started. For this video, we will be using the TD Bank Stock Market Simulator, and we will start with Marriott. I recently bought more and a lot of shares of Marriott. In fact, I bought exactly 32 more shares of Marriott, and so which adds up to a quantity of 60 shares. I paid for all the shares at a price of $175.95, and its last price was $176.36, giving it around a $24.71 profit on Marriott. And then next thing to talk about Marriott is that it did not have a good week this week overall in the stock market. We're going to see how bad it was in the charts. Here is the chart for Marriott. As we can see, it starts the trading week at a little above $182. From then, Marriott is going to take a sideways glance at the start of the week, and right before the end of the closing bell on June 14th, it is going to take a dip from a price of around little less than $182 to a price of $176. So that's around a $6 loss overall for Marriott right there. As we continue, and we're going to see pretty sideways note to end the week for Marriott, and it will end the week at a price of $176.36, giving it an overall loss overall this week, with a sideways glance to start the week, a dip in the middle of the week, and then not that much action to end the week for the hotel and traveling company. So an overall negative week overall for Marriott. The next stock that I'm going to talk about is Disney. I own 130 shares of Disney, and I paid for it at a price of $106.14, and its last price was $91.32. I have a loss of $1,926.13 on Disney, giving it a huge loss overall. However, this is around the usual losses that I do get from Disney. Disney has not been a good stock for the last couple of months. So overall, I wish that Disney would probably improve in its stock trading. However, it has not been able to reach a higher profit of a price of higher than $100 since I first bought it at the price of $106.14. So overall, Disney has just not been a really good stock overall in the last 6 months or so. Here is the chart for Disney. As we can see, it starts the trading week at a price of a little above $94, and from then we see Disney take a sideways glance to the market. And then from then, Disney is going to take a dip. This dip will cause it to go down, and it will attempt a surge a little bit, but will not be able to remain in that surge, and will continue to take a dip all the way toward the end of the week, where it will close at a price of $91.32, giving it a loss overall this week, with the price starting at a little around $94 and the price ending at $91.32. So overall, a bad week overall for Disney, as it was with Marriott. A sideways glance to start the week and the dip in the middle of the week. However, for Disney, the dip did not remain steady. Instead, it continued to dip even more and will continue to go down. So we hope that it stops Disney stops this plummet of stock price and will start to go up again into the coming weeks. And the next stock that I'm going to talk about is Microsoft. And interestingly, this week I bought an extra 30 shares of Microsoft, giving it a quantity total of 60 shares overall. And I bought those extra shares at a price of $310.33, and its last price was $342.33. I have a profit of $1,920.30 on Microsoft, giving it a steady profit overall, and with a lot of quantity overall, and around a $32 price gain. We see that Microsoft has from when I first bought it to the closing bell, we see that Microsoft has had a huge gain overall, and we're going to talk about how well Microsoft performed this week in the charts. Here's the chart for Microsoft. As we can see, it will start the week with a low price at around $335. And then after that, we will see Microsoft take a gradual profit overall. And after we see a gradual profit from Microsoft, we're going to see that profit continue to roll from Microsoft overall. And Microsoft will continue that profit all the way until we get to the closing bell, and will close at a price of $342.33, giving it an overall huge profit overall, with a huge surge to start on June 13th and going to end the week until June 16th. So overall, a really good trading week for the tech company. And our next stock that we're going to talk about is Apple. We're going to see Apple. There will be a 30 shares of Apple that I bought, and I paid for it at a price of $159.89. So I did buy extra shares on Apple as well, and its last price was $184.92. I have a profit of $750.90 on Apple, and that is a huge profit for Apple overall, as I don't think it has reached that high of a profit in a while, usually ranging at a price of between $600 and $700. So a really good profit overall for the tech company overall, with the dip last week and with the surge this week overall to make up for that dip. So, and I bought my extra shares in the dip, so making it so that we see that so I make a lot of profit from that. And that's a good strategy if you think that a stock is going to go up afterwards and it's right now in a dip, you should buy it so that you can get more profit rather than waiting till it gets into a huge profit. So overall, a really good trading week for Apple, and we will talk about that in the charts. And our next stock that we're going to talk about is Apple, and I'm sorry for the cutoff. However, we're not going to be able to see the starting price for Apple, but I'll tell you that it starts at a price at a little around $181, and from then it is going to take it's going to be back here. I'm sorry, the graph could not show that. However, we will see the profit go up, and then we're going to see a gradual sideways dip, as we see. And then starting at around, we see June 14th, Apple is going to start a profit, and this profit will be the profit that most people will make money on overall for Apple this week, and it will continue that profit all the way until it ends at a price of $184.92, giving Apple a profit overall this week, around a $5 profit. And so overall, a really good trading week for Apple overall. We see a lot of surges later in the week, and so we hope Apple maintains this steady note all the way into next week. The next stock that I'm going to talk about is Amazon. I own 30 shares of Amazon, and this is a new stock that I just bought earlier this week, and this is a new stock that I bought. I feel that Amazon is a really good stock overall, and that Amazon will probably be a good trading stock overall, and so I bought it in the long-term run. So I bought it this week and I bought 30 shares of it this week, and I paid for it at a price of $126.41. And it will end the week at a price of $125.49. And regardless of what I just said about how well Amazon did perform this week, how well I hope Amazon will perform this week. Amazon did not perform well this week and lost $27.60. And although it lost this week and it did not and since I first bought it went down, I feel that in the long term Amazon will go up again and will get a huge profit overall. So overall right now for Amazon, not a good trading week, and we're going to see actually how it performed in the charts. Here's the chart for Amazon, and my apologies again that the chart will not show what Monday June 12th's price was. However, I will tell you that Amazon started the trading week at a price of around $124, and so around $124 down here, and then from then we will see Amazon take a huge profit on June 12th, and then up all the way until we get to a price of $127, and this is where the ride begins for Amazon, with a lot of fluctuating prices going down and then up and then sideways, a dip, and then a surge, sideways, surge, dip. And when I'm saying surges, not really surges, but I mean profits. And then when I say dips, not that big of dips overall. So overall, a lot of fluctuating prices this week, as we see in Amazon with a low of price of equally around $124. A little more than $124, but as we see a lot of fluctuating prices here, we see that Amazon did not really have a good week this week. It did close at a higher price than the beginning price of the week. However, we see that Amazon did have a lot of fluctuating prices this week, and it was not able to maintain a profit that it started on Monday, June 12th. And so we do hope that Amazon will start going up again and not having a lot of fluctuating prices or dips overall. The next stock that I'm going to talk about is NVIDIA. I own 20 shares of NVIDIA, and I paid for it at a price of $272.36, and its last price was $426.92. I have a profit of $3,091.20 on NVIDIA, and I just want to show you the difference. If I subtracted $272.36, the price I paid, from $426.92, I would get a price of around it would be around $154, around $154. We'll see profit since from I first bought it. And so just overall, a really good stock in NVIDIA with a huge profit overall, and I'm really happy for NVIDIA, and we're going to see how well it performed in the charts. Here's the chart for NVIDIA, and my apologies again. It will not show June 12th, however, I will tell you that NVIDIA started at a price of around $391, and from then we will see, actually $391 will probably be around here. It will take a profit to start the week on June 12th. On June 13th, all the way to June 14th, we're going to see a profit continue. June 14th to June 15th, a profit will continue. June 15th to June 16th, the profit will continue. All the way until we get to June 16th, and on the closing bell of June 16th is when we'll see this profit start to remain sideways. Overall, it will end at a price of $426.92 after starting at a price of around $391. So overall, that's a $35 profit this week for NVIDIA, so I'm really happy for NVIDIA as we see a lot of profits overall every day, and it never dipped down and had a huge loss overall, so a really good and steady trading week for NVIDIA. The next stock that I am going to talk about is Alphabet. I own 40 shares of Alphabet, and I paid for it at a price of $112.70, and its last price was $123.53. I have a profit of $433.20 on Alphabet, giving it a huge profit overall. And so overall, we see I did buy new shares of Alphabet this week, and so I think around 20 shares. I bought 20 shares this week, and so we see a steady profit overall for Alphabet. We're going to see how it performed this week in the charts. Here's the chart for Alphabet. As we can see, we'll start the trading. We get a price of a little below $125, and from then Alphabet will take a sideways glance to start the week. And then we're going to see a dip right before the closing bell on June 14th, and then it will come back on that dip before the closing bell on June 13th, and it will come back to start June 14th. And we see that dip, and it will continue some fluctuating prices, and as it did with Amazon, as I mentioned earlier in this video, we will see a lot of fluctuating prices with some up and downs overall this week. And then finally, it will remain a steady up overall. We'll have a high to price of above $125, and from then we'll see a little sluggish end to the week with a dip overall to end the week. And we'll end the week at a price of $123.53, giving it a negative week from the beginning price to the closing price for Alphabet. So overall, a bad week this week for Alphabet. Thank you for watching the stock market recap of the week of June 12th through June 16th, 2023. I hope you enjoyed this recap. I will continue posting stock market recaps weekly. Thanks.